Hello everyone, Jeff from RespawnStudios.com and EasyXbox360Achievements.com here with a golden reel guide for LA Noire. We'll be picking up half of the total, so 25. So to kick us off, this is the top left corner of the map, just south of the westernmost end of Hollywood Boulevard. There is a trolley turnaround here, and there's going to be a refueling or sort of little mini water tower, but I don't know why there'd be water here. It looks like it would be a refueling area for the trolley, but maybe it's water. But regardless, there's going to be our first film reel, The Big Sleep. All right, reel number 2, here we go. Crossroads of the World. North of that, you see it's just off of Selma Boulevard. There's this paved, nice looking little alley right here with all the sort of Dutch looking houses. And over here to the left, you're going to have to come up the stairs, and the film reel is going to be in the balcony. And the letter. Okay, number 3. This is going to be just next to a football field. You can take the little alley that I'm going to show in a sec right there off of that road, but it's a little sort of hard to miss area. Hopefully you saw it there on the map. You don't have to come at it from the football field. You can come at it from the street, but I'm just showing you that it's a big landmark in that area, the field. But it's on the pavement, which is right at the end of that alley where you could just drive up to it, and it's brute force. All right, reel number 4. We're still in the top left corner of the map for all of these. Above Franklin Avenue, where it intersects with Ivar at the very top of the map, is this shopping center. And you're going to have to run up the one staircase, even though you have to go all the way around to the left and then to the right to the back. But it's up here in this fenced-in walkway in front of the stores. And there we go, Nightmare Alley. All right, moving on to number 5. On the eastern end of the W of Hollywood, you see we're along Sunset Boulevard where it intersects. There's going to be this movie theater on Sunset Boulevard, and behind the ticket area is the golden reel, where the sidewalk ends. All right, moving on. We're now just south of the Y of Hollywood on the map. There's this little triangle point on the map, and within that triangle is a gas station. And the reel is going to be at the back of the building there, just on the ground. We got Gilda. All right, now toward the southernmost end of El Centro, there's a miniature golf course here on the left side of the road. And this is actually pretty funny, so I left this in. It's on the innermost circle of the 8th hole. So I'm trying to, it's right there in front of me, but apparently this like little drop-in creek I got hopelessly stuck in. I would think you could just easily walk up that side, but you couldn't. But here we go, the 8th hole. There's the film reel. In a lonely place, which I apparently was while I was in the creek. Pretty embarrassing. All right, moving on. All right, St. Andrew's Place, you probably see it on the map right there where the cursor is now. There's 10 houses that look exactly the same, and that's where you're going to want to go. There's a blue house next to this red house, which is on the corner, and at the back of it, on the back porch, is the film reel. So maybe you could see on the little mini map there in the bottom left, this is just off of St. Andrews, the northern end, where there are the 10 houses that look the same. They're just different colors. And we get Odd Man Out. All right, these are some unmarked streets. I'm showing you in relation where we just were for the previous one. Come down a couple streets. And this is the Hillside Motel. And it's going to be back behind the pool between the buildings. And there we go, the Night of the Hunter. All right, along Santa Monica Boulevard. Hopefully you see where it's in relation to. There's going to be this sort of vacant lot with the billboard, and across the street from that is this sort of nondescript little park or playground. And over here by the bird bath is our film reel. The Spiral Staircase. All right, right here on Lemon Grove, which is south of Santa Monica. On the southern end of Lemon Grove, the top half has these sort of white houses, but you want to come to these blue ones, or the white ones with blue trim, which all look basically the same. And behind them are these picnic tables, and on the picnic table is our film reel. The Woman in the Window. All right, and we're just below where we just were, south of where we just were. This is the westernmost end of Melrose Avenue. Just before it intersects with the sort of dead end area, there is this shopping center with a little greenery in front of it. And at the base of that tree is our film reel, Sunset Boulevard. All right, now this is in the section that has a lot of mansions, just south of Santa Monica. There's these 6 blocks of mansions. The top left one is the one you're going to want to come to. There's that brown mansion with the red roof and this garage, but you're going to want to run past all of that. And there's this very nicely manicured and landscaped yard, and by this ornate fountain is our film reel, The Narrow Margin. Okay, moving on. Okay, right here, you probably saw the north and southern ends of this alley look exactly the same. It's 6 apartment buildings. You're going to want to come around this green one, which is on the southern side of that alley. And you're going to have to come around it because that's where the staircase is to get back up to the front. And then the film reel is here. That's White Heat. All right, just south of Melrose, where Melrose and Heliotrope meet, is this refueling station. It just looks kind of like a standard gas station as well. But the film reel is over here next to this unmarked, boring-looking building. And we're going to get Crossfire. All right, north of Rosewood Avenue, there are a lot of these little unmarked neighborhood streets. And I'm showing you by putting the custom waypoint. In one of the alleys in those little neighborhoods, you're going to find this 2-story turquoise standout building. But in the yard next to it of this 1-story white building is a seesaw. And the film reel is right there by that seesaw. And it's M. Okay, along Maplewood Avenue, just south of it, about halfway along Maplewood Avenue, is Joe's Diner. It kind of stands out. It's like its own building on its block. And you're going to want to come inside the diner, and the film reel will be sitting right on the counter. Thieves Highway. Okay, we're now in the Wilshire district. We are just to the left of the eye of Wilshire. And there are a couple of blocks here of houses that are under construction. There's one that's even more not built across the street, but you're going to want to come in this one. And it's going to be in this back frame room. This is just north of First Street, where the I in Wilshire is. And we get the Killers. All right, this is where First Street goes up a little bit, and there's this sort of gap of black between those curved sections of the streets, and that's because it's another field. In this case, it's a baseball field. And on the pitcher's mound is our film reel. There we go, the lady from Shanghai. All right, north of the R of Wilshire, I'm showing you all these different relation points. You'll see this little gap of black where there should be a house, but there isn't. So that kind of helps. And there's going to be a little park playground area between that gap, and the film reel is going to be up the hill between a couple benches at the base of a tree. And there we go. The Third Man. That's a good movie. All right, and here at the E of Wilshire, you see over here there's like this smushed X, and that is an airfield. So coming from the side that we started with the map, there's an area you could drive right through with a car. Just bust through the doors. And we're going to drive to the hangars. And the hangar that's set most back from this little access road is where the film reel is going to be, right in front of a plane.
Oh, unbelievable.
And there we go. Shadow of a Doubt. All right. So there's this sort of wishbone shape, which is a couple of consecutive little parks, or picnic areas, I guess is more appropriate. And there's, I think, 3 sets of picnic tables, and you're going to want to come to the northernmost set. So here, running through a playground, there's some picnic tables on the left. And then up here, past this little mini parking lot between them, is a film reel on the picnic table. And there we go, Laura. All right, toward the westernmost end of 6th Street, north of Wilshire, on the northern side of 6th Street are these sets of 3 houses. 2 of them are red. The one in the middle is like cream colored with the blue trim. And you're going to want to come behind that one. And right by the back door is our film reel. That's the setup. Okay, just 2 more and we'll be done with part 1. This again along 6th Street, right before it intersects with Hoover, is this giant church. Kind of hard to miss, but there it is. And over here, on the left side of the church, you're going to want to come under these archways. And our film reel is here in this walkway. It's The Killing. Good TV show on A&E. Or AMC. Whatever it is, it's good. All right, and here's our last one for part 1. This is in MacArthur Park. Hopefully you won't be getting spammed with party invites. But feel free to park on the lawn as I did. I just drove through the bushes and parked right there. So it's going to be on a gazebo out in the water that you're going to have to wade through. You might see these duck and swan boats over here. And we're going to just climb up into the gazebo and get our last film. All right, and that'll do it for part 1. Hope that helped. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll be making part 2 soon. Thanks for watching.